Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notification.
Almost 5 years since Vice President Yemi Osinbajo directed international oil companies and their subsidiaries to relocate their operational headquarters to the Niger Delta, there has been no compliance by the oil majors. In this commentary, Inside the Niger Delta takes a look at how the relocation of IOCs from the Niger Delta has affected the region economically. At a town hall meeting in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo in March 2017 directed oil companies to relocate their headquarters to their operational base in the Niger Delta. Speaking in his capacity as acting president at the time, Professor Osinbajo had asked the then Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachukwu, to engage the oil companies to ensure compliance with the directive. The directive was not out of the blue. It was a reflection of the aspiration of oil-producing communities that are seriously affected by the negative externalities of crude oil and gas production to have the oil majors back to their operational base and begin to work closely with host communities as partners in progress. Interestingly, when weeks, months and years passed without the oil companies bulging, Professor Osinbajo's charge was construed in some quarters as not a directive per se, but a mere appeal to the oil companies to act as responsible corporate citizens. Over 4 years after the presidential directive was issued to the international oil companies, the Senate in September 2021 asked them to relocate their headquarters to their respective states of operation in the Niger Delta. Following the adoption of a motion passed by Senator Albert Akpan, representing Akwa Ibom Northeast Senatorial District in the Senate, the upper chamber of the National Assembly had passed a resolution during plenary directing the IOCs to return to their operational base. As Senator Akpan, who moved the motion for the relocation to the Niger Delta, rightly observed, the operation of international oil companies and their subsidiaries outside the Niger Delta has over the years resulted in high cost of oil and gas production in Nigeria. This is evident in the incredibly high cost of flying oil workers to and from the oil fields of the Niger Delta on a daily basis to carry out their routine official assignments. Undoubtedly, this trend has denied the country maximum revenues from the oil and gas sector of the economy. Painfully, the international oil companies' obstinate refusal to heed to wise counsel over the years has taken a deep toll on the economies of oil-producing states in the Niger Delta. As a cursory look at the graded scale of wages in all sectors of the Nigerian economy would suggest, the oil and gas industry provides comparatively higher salary scales for workers. Over the years, the high purchasing power of oil workers has contributed significantly to the growth of the gross domestic product of Lagos and Abuja, where operational headquarters of their companies are located. Additionally, personal income taxes of oil workers and their companies have been remitted to Lagos and Abuja, where their headquarters are currently located. It goes without saying that the gain of Lagos and Abuja all these years have been the pain of oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta. Given this scenario, one wonders why the international oil companies and their subsidiaries prefer to stick to their guns, even with the intervention of the nation's apex lawmaking body. What is exactly responsible for the oil companies' refusal to comply with a directive issued by the nation's highest policy-making bodies? Or are they simply telling Nigerians that the rule of law does not apply to their operations in the country? The international oil companies will have to convince Nigerians and indeed their host communities that they are truly committed to the ongoing peace process designed to usher in a new dawn of economic prosperity, social harmony and political stability in the Niger Delta by relocating their headquarters to the region. In any case, the initial reason of insecurity in the Niger Delta cited by the international oil companies to justify their relocation from the region is no longer tenable. The South-South geopolitical zone, which is the hub of Nigeria's oil and gas industry, is unarguably the most peaceful and politically stable region in the country today. In the last few years, Nigeria's South-South geopolitical zone has successfully repelled the incursion of terrorists, bandits, and agents of national disintegration. In the intervening years of conflicts in other regions of the country, one would have expected the oil companies to beat a retreat to what has become a safe haven for their operations. Curiously, however, they have, in an utterly absurd manner, retained their operational headquarters far away from the Niger Delta, where their incomes are generated. As most Niger Deltans are beginning to ask, is it a deliberate policy by the international oil companies to continue to rob Peter to pay Paul?
Inside the Niger Delta,